السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، أما بعد. Welcome back to the series of Al-Qaida Nooraniyyah explanation. I hope you've enjoyed our lessons so far, bi'idhnillah. For more educational content, please subscribe to our channel and visit our website mentioned in the description below. I am Dr. Asiya from Al-Uloom Online Islamic Academy. This video is for the 7th lesson. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. الدرس السابع الألف الصغيرة والياء الصغيرة والواو الصغيرة. So there are some things that I want to explain in this lesson first, and then we'll go ahead and read it in the lesson in the end. First things first, you've got al-alif al-saghira. Both the words have al and al attached to them. This happens when the first noun is ism and the second is an adjective or a sifa. So we call this rule nat and man'ut in Arabic. Both of them take al, and this means the small alif. Wal ya'u saghira, the small ya. Wal wawu saghira, the small waw. Okay. In the heading, we use the, but when we read, we use without al. Al is equivalent to the in Arabic. So you say alif saghira. You remove al when you're reading. So you say, basically you say like ba fatha alif saghira ba. We don't say al alif saghira. We say just alif saghira. The reason is that these are not the small alifs. These are a small alif, a small alif, a small alif. Okay, so according to Arabic grammar, you're supposed to just say alif saghira, but in the heading we say the small alif. But when you read, you say ba fatha and a small alif following it makes it ba, like that. It's something like that. Okay, let's observe the color codes like we always do. First one is purple, just ba. Remember, just ba is purple, small alif. And then you have blue color for the letters until here. You have got ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. Some of you probably are understanding what I mean by this, the way I'm reading it. And then you have hamzaha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. This, all of you should know this. If you have been watching the videos so far, all of you should know what it means. Hamzaha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. Until here, these are purple in color. And if you remember in the last lessons, I told you that these are going to be used in some rules of noon and mim. Remember? Okay. Then the tan color from ta until kaf. Ta, tha, jim, dal, zal, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, dha, fa, qaf, kaf. These are 15 letters, all with a tan colored alif saghira, small alif. And then you have hamza kasra, ya saghira, and then ha kasra, ya saghira. These two are in purple. And then same letters, hamza and ha and hamza. They are in purple. Okay, just like they were in purple, ha and hamza, these two. Okay, hamza and ha, purple, hamza and ha and hamza. So these are in purple. That means these letters are in purple. Whenever they occur, if they occur repeatedly, they still get a purple color. Okay, then waw, dhamma, waw saghira. This waw saghira is in blue color, as in this waw fatha and alif saghira. So the letter waw is the key here. The letter waw is taking blue colored small alif, small waw, small ya, whatever we have. Okay, so let's observe what's happening. Ba here is purple. It's called harful iqlab. Harful iqlab. Iqlab is a rule where you convert noon into a meme. Okay, and do ghunna for 2 beats, like al-anbiya. There's a noon followed by a ba, so that noon is converted into a meme. You would see a small meme written on top of the letter noon to indicate that you're not pronouncing noon, you're rather pronouncing the meme, and with a ghunna of 2 counts, because a ba came after. That is what ba means. Al-iqlab means changing. So what you're doing is you're changing noon into a meme because of the ba that follows it. Okay, and for example, if you have something like min, and then there's ba'di, min and ba'di. What happens here is you would see a small meme on top of the noon, indicating that you're not pronouncing noon, you're rather pronouncing the meme because there is a ba following noon. So you say mim ba'di. You're counting 1, 2, mim ba'di, like that. That is called iqlab. Iqlab means to change. So you're changing noon into a meme. That happens even when there is a tanween followed by a ba. You convert the noon sound in tanween into a ba. Remember from our fifth lesson, tanween means adding a noon sound in the end. That noon is converted into a meme if a ba follows it. Next, you have the blue colored letters. The blue colored letters were ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. These together are yarmalun. These together are yarmalun. Okay, these are the idgham letters. Idgham yani to merge or to mix the sound of 2 letters, or to enter the sound of 1 letter into another letter. Okay, simple, say idgham means merge. So you're merging the sounds of 2 letters together. I'll give you the examples of these in a bit. Okay, but remember, ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. These are the 6 letters of idgham. You have to memorize them. Memorize them using the mnemonic yarmalun. Yar, yara, ma, mim, loon, lam, waw, noon. Loon, yarmalun. Okay, remember this one word. You got all the 6 idgham letters in it. Then you got the purple colored alif saghira on top of the letters. And these are hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. And you must know this by now that these are the throat letters. And the throat letters are also huruf al-idhar. Idhar yani making something clear. Idhar, making something clear. So what you do is, when these letters follow noon sakina or tanween, you make the noon sound clear. Okay, in idgham you merge the noon sound with the following letters sound. In idhar you make the noon sound clear. These are all about the noon sound. Okay, and then you have the remaining 15 letters are with tan colored alif saghira, and these 15 letters are huruf al-ikhfa. Now look at this one. This is from the al-huruf al-hijaa, from the Arabic alphabet, that ta and then tha, and then so from alif ba ta tha, ba is here, and then ta tha jim. Okay, ha is not here, so ha went there. Dal dal, ra is not here, ra is here. Then za, sin, shin, sa, da, ta, da. Ain and ghain are throat letters, then fa, qaf, kaf. Then the remaining letters are also in yarmalun and these. So they are according to the Arabic alphabet in that same order. Okay, but here huruf al-ikhfa, the same letters are not in the same order. They're not ta, tha, like this one was ta, tha, jim, dal, dal. No, these are sad, dal, tha, kaf, jim. So why are they like this? So if you know, there are some poems of Tajweed. Okay, so there is this poem called Tuhfatul Atfal. Tuhfa is a gift. Al-Atfal yani kids. A gift of the kids. Yani this poem is really short, and this was meant to be for the kids to understand basic rules of Tajweed. In this poem, the poet writes a kind of bait, we call it bait, one verse of the poem, in which he writes like صف ذا ثنا كم جاد شخص قد سما دم طيبا زد في تقا ضع ظالما. So it's two lines. So it's like a verse in the poem, and each word starts with a letter, and that letter belongs to حروف الإخفاء. صف صاد ذا ذال ثنا ثا كم كاف جاد جيم شخص شين قد قاف سما سين. This is one line. And the second line is دم دال طيبا طا زد زا في فا تقن تا ضع ضاد ظالما ظا. So mashallah, it's like an amazing way of making someone memorize these letters. If you memorize that poem, you really love it, mashallah. So حروف الإخفاء are 15 in number. إخفاء means to hide. So when one of these letters come after nun sakina or tanween, what you do is you hide the nun sound and make a nasal sound of 2 beats. Okay, that's in short. And then you have حروف القلقلة. These are not about the nun sakina and tanween. There are only 4 rules of nun sakina and tanween: al-iqlab, al-idgham, al-izhar, al-ikhfa. Those 4. This is separate. حروف القلقلة or قاف طا با جيم دال, together they can be read as قطب جد قطب جد. Some people memorize this as قطب جدين. That's also okay. But din kind of confuses you. Dal kasratain, people think of the noon then. But no. قاف طا با جيم دال قطب جد. These letters are qalqala. Qalqala means bouncing sound. So whenever there's a sukoon on these letters, what you do is you bounce the sound of those letters so that they're very clearly pronounced, like aqo, ato. So instead of saying aq, you say aqo. Instead of saying up, you say ato. Instead of saying ab, you say abe. See, they're very clear and they're bouncing kind of sound. Instead of saying just ad, you say aj, ad, ad. See? So those are qalqala letters. The only rule is you have to bounce the sound of these letters when there is a sukoon on them. And these 4, iqlab, converting noon into a meme when a ba follows. Idgham, merging noon sound with the falling letters sound if the falling letters are one of yarmalun, ya ra mim lam waw noon. Izhar, making noon clear when the following letter is one of the throat letters. Ikhfa, hiding the noon sound and making gunna when the following letter is one of the remaining letters. You do not need to memorize these. If you know iqlab letter is ba, and it's very easy because iqlab ends with ba, so that is its letter, only one. Idgham is yarmalun, so you got the mnemonic memorized, you got the letters memorized. Izhar is throat letters, you already know those. So leaving these 3, the remaining letters are huruf al-ikhfa. Okay, that's very easy, inshallah. Okay, now coming to this last part. Now we've seen that all the letters took alif saghira, ba, yarmalun, all the letters of huruf al-hija, all the letters of Arabic alphabet took alif saghira, but then ya saghira is only after hamza and ha. Waw saghira is only after waw, ha, and hamza. Why is that so? The reason is ya saghira does not come except after hamza and ha, and waw saghira does not come except after waw, ha, and hamza. Okay, so he and who are called mad sila, the joining mad. If you know the rules of tajweed, the mudud, you would know that this small ya and the small waw that comes after who or he are basically to connect with the following letter. And there are 2 types of sila, mad sila sughra and kubra. So who and he are for the joining mad, okay? But why is there a ya saghira after ha? Sorry, why is there, okay, I'm gonna repeat that from but. But why is there a ya saghira after a hamza and waw saghira after a hamza? And why is there a waw saghira after a waw? So basically these come against the rule. Like this one, E comes generally when there is supposed to be an original ya, but that ya is replaced by a small ya. For example, look at Surah Quraysh here. The first ayah has the same word as the second ayah. So removing li, there's two words. There's li and then ilafi. Ilafi is one word. As you can see, ilafi has a hamza kasra and then a ya following it. E. Okay, that is the ya mad tabi'i. And you can see here hamza kasra followed by a small ya. Ilafi. Same word, but this ya is normal ya and this ya is a small ya. So we understand that a small ya replaces a normal ya in some cases, but it's the same thing. It's read the same way. Ilafi, ilafi. Okay, same way. So there's no difference in that. Same goes with the other letters like waw dhamma, waw saghira. When there's supposed to be two waws together, the second waw is made a small waw. Okay, so for example, you have the word dawudu. So like that. So dawudu. So waw dhamma and waw saghira. Instead of writing two waws, dawudu, okay, this waw is shrunk into a small one, so that like I said, in Arabic we don't like repeating things a lot. So waw together is not liked, so that waw is removed and it's made into a small waw. If you were writing pure Arabic, you would not write anything. If you're writing pure Arabic is supposed to be without any sign, so you'll be writing like this: dal alif waw and dal, dawood. That's it. Okay, now this u also is the same case when there is an original waw, but that waw is shrunk into a small waw. For example, hamza dhamma waw saghira u is written when there is supposed to be an original waw, but it's shrunk into a small waw. For example, in Surah At-Takwir, we have وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ الْمَوْءُودَةُ. There's a hamza dhamma waw saghira. Okay, this waw saghira was supposed to be an original waw, a normal waw, which is not due to any reason, any extra waw like who or he. But this waw is the original waw of the word itself, al-maw'udatu. So this waw is written as a small waw. So basically there are only two letters that have a small ya after them, and they are hamza and ha, and those same letters have a small waw after them, but there's also a waw followed by a waw saghira after it. Okay, so waw, ha, and hamza can have a waw saghira in the entire mushaf. No other letter has a waw saghira, and in the entire mushaf, no letter other than hamza and ha can have a small ya after them. Okay, that is why the author of this book did not write any other letters with small ya and small waw. Okay, the point of this lesson is to understand that the small alif, small ya, and small waw are same in pronunciation as a normal alif, normal waw, normal ya, as the mad letters. These are also the mad letters. These are mad tabi'i, except for hamza, which is madul badal, but they're all to be counted 2 counts, 1, 2, fast 2 counts, the way we did taha. Remember in the third lesson, we did taha like that. So you're gonna do 2 counts for each of them, okay? That's all there is in this lesson, inshallah. For the rules of Noon Sakina and Tanween, we will make a new video because that they are a little bit in depth and in detail, and they'll take a long time. So inshallah, we'll make a different video for them. You can watch that video later, inshallah. And let's read the lesson then. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الدرس السابع. الألف الصغيرة والياء الصغيرة والواو الصغيرة. Don't say والواو, say والواو الصغيرة. با فتحة ألف صغيرة با. يا فتحة ألف صغيرة يا. را فتحة ألف صغيرة را. ميم فتحة ألف صغيرة ما. لام فتحة ألف صغيرة لا. واو فتحة ألف صغيرة وا. نون فتحة ألف صغيرة نا. همزة فتحة ألف صغيرة آ. ها فتحة ألف صغيرة ها. عين فتحة ألف صغيرة عا. حا فتحة ألف صغيرة حا. غين فتحة ألف صغيرة غا. خا فتحة ألف صغيرة خا. تا فتحة ألف صغيرة تا. ثا فتحة ألف صغيرة ثا. جيم فتحة ألف صغيرة جا. دال فتحة ألف صغيرة دا. ذال فتحة ألف صغيرة ذا. زا فتحة ألف صغيرة زا. سين فتحة ألف صغيرة سا. شين فتحة ألف صغيرة شا. صاد فتحة ألف صغيرة صا. ضاد فتحة ألف صغيرة ضا. طا فتحة ألف صغيرة طا. ظا فتحة ألف صغيرة ظا. فا فتحة ألف صغيرة فا. قاف فتحة ألف صغيرة قا. كاف فتحة ألف صغيرة كا. همزة كسرة يا صغيرة إي. ها كسرة يا صغيرة هي. واو ضمة واو صغيرة وو. ها ضمة واو صغيرة هو. همزة ضمة واو صغيرة أو. By the end of this lesson, you should memorize the letters of iqlab. There's only one letter, but memorize the word iqlab and its meaning is to change. Memorize the word al-idgham. Its meaning is to merge. The letters are yarmalun. And memorize idhar, meaning making clear. The noon sound is to be clear. And its letters are the throat letters. And the word ikhfa, meaning to hide, and the remaining letters, leaving these three categories, the remaining letters are ikhfa letters. And then qalqala is to bounce, and the letters are qutbu jad, qaf taba jim dal. Inshallah, we'll stop here bi'idhnillah. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If there's any mistake in this lesson, it's either from me or from shaitan, and Allah is pure from all the mistakes, and all the beneficial knowledge is from Allah and Allah alone. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.